be beautiful.
With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
They're going to have a few games in a row here at home. This is a prime time opportunity for them to establish some rhythm and momentum going forward.
Here's Buzelis. Corralling rebounds. These teams are excellent at it. How does that help a team's energy, Doris?
Well, I think you work so hard to contest shots. You have to finish the possession by making sure you corral the defensive rebound. Such an important part of the game.
Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, how easy it is to get off of your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Here's Buzelis going inside. Tatum pulls it in. Boston on offense. Tatum from long range. The shot comes out. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Back to Bull. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Chicago now. Now here's Giddey. And he converts the layup.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Now here's White. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Out to the wing. Pritchard surviving the D. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
He gets it in there.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Giddey. And it's good. 2 points. Giddey's got 6 points.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Pass to White. Kick out to Brown. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Here's Buzelis. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Celtics lead by 3. Outside Pritchard. Outside White. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Here's Bull. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Hauled in by Brown.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And it's Giddey off the drive. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Giddey.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finish in the painted area. I can do that, too.
Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Pass to Herter. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 6. Garza grabs the board.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
.30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Simons. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
The Bulls trail by 7. Now Giddey. 10 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. Now Giddey. Outside Herter. Here's Brown. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball. Not for the things that come with it. Guys?
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Boston shooting their first foul shot of the night. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
White, good.
It makes his presence felt from distance, Kobe White.
And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Here's Walsh. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Jones. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And here's Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Kept alive. Queta no good. The Bulls trail by 8. Uses the glass on the layup. Cole's got his first bucket in this one.
Come on now, that's easy money.
There's Tatum with the 3. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Back to Giddey. Outside White. Jacks up a 3. Nice D from Tatum.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Outside, Brown. Brown downhill. And the jam by Brown.
That is the hard-driving, big-time athleticism with Jaylen Brown on display.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Bowl. Three-pointer, no good. Celtics lead by 11. Down low. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Tatum from long range. Here's Garza.
Chicago foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Tipped. Pass to Buzelis. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
Here's Giddey. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Great to see Josh Giddey attacking like this. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal when you are shooting lights out.
The kick to Tatum. Three-pointer off the mark.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
Outside Pritchard. White for 3. And it's Chicago with a board. 1:16 left in the first half of this one. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Everyone's watching. Substitution on the court.
Here's Simons. He's got 6. Hauser outside. Pass to Beasley. Oh, deflected. Here's Buzelis. Chicago passing it around. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Buzelis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy has looked so much better in the second quarter, really starting to find his rhythm.
To win the drought, Hauser can't get it to go. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 4. Left side Bull. Outside Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Offline with a 3. And here's Beasley. 4 seconds left. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. It goes on Bull.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front, leading by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Ryan, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Buzelis' shot is good.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Outside Tatum. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Doris at just 26 years old. Jason Tatum has his first title with the Celtics in 2024.
BA, after he won the title, his first line was, "What are they going to say now?" This guy has done nothing but win from the time he entered the league. He is underappreciated as a big-time superstar. And guess what? There's a long way to go in his career.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Pritchard with it. Kick out to Brown. White for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. White's got 16 points.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Bowl. Okoro outside. Clock at 6. Snatched away. Intercepted. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Now here's Giddey. He's got 14. On the wing, Tatum. Three-pointer. And Tatum drills the three.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
From downtown. And Pritchard pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Brown for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Okoro outside. Pass to Buzelis. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. And here's Tatum for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Pass to Giddey. This one for 3. Bull, that's good. Offensively, RJ, both teams are fantastic. We expect this game, don't we, to be very high scoring.
Oh, yeah, it may come down to just who makes the most plays at the end of the game. This could be a game that comes down to 1 or 2. Oh, wow! That is powerful. Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
First quarter, just over a minute played. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Giddey. No good on the quick 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just, look, he's ready.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Driving inside. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Okoro shot is off. Richard, the Bulls knocked out of the play-in by the Miami Heat for 3 seasons in a row.
You can't call it a rivalry if it's in the play-in. It's not the playoffs. The playoffs? With the Bulls finally committed to a rebuild, it could be a while before they create any more impressive postseason narratives.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but can knock them down if you let him.
First team foul.
Here's Pritchard. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Fires the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Queta. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Giddey surveying the D. Here's Buzelis, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Launches it. Giddey, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. And here is Okoro. 4 on the clock. Great D that time from Tatum. Boston trailing. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. On defense, Chicago. Pass to Beasley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. .143 left here in the first quarter. And there's the drive.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Giddey with it. 5 points in the game. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Oh, there is no doubt when Herter pulls up from beyond the arc. 0.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Buzelis, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
hands it from downtown. Buzelis has got 5.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Richard from outside. It's all in by the Bulls. Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Personal foul.
When White is in rhythm, he's a good all-around scorer and can carry the offense in stretches.
The Bulls leading by 4. Now here's Giddey. He has 7. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4.
22.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
For the three, drills it from outside. White's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
He's a pretty reliable three-point producer. White knows what his job is.
Pass to Walsh. White looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's White with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders that do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
And good that time.
I love the concentration there by White. He got pumped, and it did not phase him.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Hey, Boston, let's get going on for Celtics.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pritchard. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Great D that time from Vucevic. Giddey with it. Picked up by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Josh Giddey provides a Four Generals mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Tatum's shot is off.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's White. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Attacking the heart of that defense. What I like about White.
Oh, Tatum, that was something else.
Mercy. Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Pass the Bull. And here is Giddey. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Here's Tatum. And he can't jam it through. Chicago leading by 10. A nice shot by Okoro. Okoro's got 5 now.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Brown feeling out a bit. And stolen by Giddey. Fires from deep. And Boston with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And it's Simons missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Pass to Bull. Misses the layup.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Brown gets it done inside. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my third year. The end of my third year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that third year. He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
The offensive rebound. Out to White. Beasley outside. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Bull. Over to the wing. Okoro wide open. He fires. And he's good on the three ball.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Pass to Simons. Out to the right wing. Beasley outside. With the drive. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Buzelis' shot is good.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Beasley has the ball here for Boston. They trail by 9 points. They're running. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it's Chicago holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. And it probably has to happen quickly. Now let's go courtside for this story on Jaylen Brown. Hey, Allie, what are they telling you?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Celtics head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, no weight can be placed on the ankle. There's a lot of bruising, and it's likely to be broken. With an injury like this, it's going to be a slow healing process. Unfortunately, he'll be out for a while, guys.
And Allie, we thank you for the report. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Guys, back to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with... saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Here's Okoro, and he drops it in from the low post. Okoro's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Celtics trailed by 13. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
It's Giddey with the drive. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Now Giddey. 8 points for him. Basket good.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And the three ball is good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Celtics making a switch here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Giddey. He's got 10. Here's Buzelis. Misses the three. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anymore. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Pass the Bull. Some nice ball movement here by the Bull. 4 on the shot clock. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 15 points.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
Here's Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Beasley with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading by 11. Here's Okoro. And he uses the glass on the layup. Okoro's got 7 points for the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his three.
Blocking foul called on Jason Tatum. First personal foul.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
1:35 left to play in the third. Bull. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Bull can't hit. Celtics trailed by 11. And Beasley, here we go. And they're able to recover. Simons with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics on offense. Back to Simons. Going inside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Okoro. Jones in the post. Here's Buzelis. Off the left rim and out.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And the call will be against Anfernee Simons. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Out to Smith. Simons up top. 18 that time from Vucevic. And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Bulls leading by 11. Now here's Giddey into the lane. Pass to Herter. Up top, Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. And he converts the layup. And the Bulls lead by 13.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Former dunk contest champion Anfernee Simons. Great, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Giddey goes in. Pass to White. Stolen by Tatum. Beasley for 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told the teams, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Shireman, good.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. White, wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's Simons missing. The Bulls leading by 8. Over in the corner, White. Off target from outside. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Smith. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Giddey, no good. And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle. Puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
Pass to Giddey. to Herter. On the wing, Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
And here is Giddey. White. The three is off. Tatum down low. Outside Simons. Herter there for the rebound. Chicago leading by 4. Giddey goes in. Smith fires. And the three misses. And here's Boston. They're on a 12-3 run.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He knows every possession is critical now. White. Here's Buzelis. White outside. It's tipped. And stolen by Tatum. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
No stranger to the big moment. What a play there from Tatum.
Now Bull shoots the three. Down he goes for three.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Beyond the arc. Giddey will pull it down. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
You can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in the closing game, man, I tell you what. That really hurts.
So both teams making some changes here. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Josh Giddey. It's off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Simons with the ball. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Oh, the dunk.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And it misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. It's colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Stepping it up. There's the shot-making ability of Simons.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. and every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
On my boat, in the gym working on my Cleveland Cavs. I be running like the horse on the Dallas Mavs. Hungry, so I gotta put some food in my stomach. I need some sweet and sour sauce for my Denver Nuggets. In the getaway car, I had to work on the engine, the crankshaft, cylinder head, and the pistons. These rappers is my kids. Call Moria. I'm in the golden state of mind, a warrior. Rocking like Houston, I don't give a. I don't rap for free, I sell verses, Swiss beats and Timberland. Indiana Pacers jacket with the zipper. I just got a haircut with some LA Clippers. Like the Lakers bring the chip to my city. Shout to my bleak ass Memphis. I be on my Grizzly, heat like Miami. Get bucks like Milwaukee, Jadakiss already said that. Shooting like the Timberwolves, I ain't missing fam. Timber, knock the trees down on your timberlands. Birds call them pelicans. Knicks in the rain, lightning and thunder. I'm a hustling veteran. I'm a survivor like. Respect me from Brooklyn to Compton. I was born in 78. Never been a quitter. 2 years ahead of my time. I'm a 76er. They my sons. We some trailblazers, you heard? A bunch of kings floating in them Bentley Spurs. Pat Pulse, way more than just a rapper. Swoop down and snatch my prey like a raptor. Used to shop at Jimmy Jazz. I'm different. Y'all some cowardly lions eager to meet the wizard.
Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Playing basketball. Basketball.
Okay, don't with me unless you ready for this problem. Mama always taught me you don't start those, you solve them. Finish them, they wobbling. Okay, chill, they falling. Then get off, I'm a prophet. Don't take, won't harm. Can't take the play, don't you jump in this ball pit. Used to work out Parker Freight, but now this my office. Can you believe they pay me all this money just to talk? Look, I'm vibing, look, we mobbing. All in got timing, what? I'm shining. On these records, this ain't silver, it's white gold. Wait till I get them diamonds, it's gonna be a chokehold. K.O. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the food that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges. So who the I look like if I slow up now? Talking out that neck, but calm that down. Used to let that slide just to keep folks around. Now I keep in my bag in case they get loud. We pipe that smoke down. Don't get me rowdy. These can't rap with me. Say they proudly. Bad Mike Lowry. Serving face in season. I even brought my Lowrys. They like my little voice. They think they sweet. They think they gon' beat this little caramel. Well, I'm the new age Eve. Forbidden gems up my sleeve next to that. I'm a sellout. Smell like every time it's me they talk out. I'm a born sinner, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the food that fell early. Slither with these snakes on me, Lord have mercy. Hands in this chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges.
Black Boy Max.
Black boy, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Let's turn or shut up. Let's go. Bad. Everything I see it down. Everything I want is mine. Oh, yeah. I can't give up on the fight. I can't give up on the guys. Big stones, they survive. Oh, yeah. Everything I do, the vibe. Yes. Shout out to my brother Vine. Go out with him in the town. I can't give up on the fight. Gotta help him make it out. Bad on the yacht. Bad on the yacht. Yes. Bad on the yacht. Yes. Bad on the yacht. Yes. Yeah, 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 on the yacht. Yeah, 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 on the yacht. Yeah, 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 on the yacht. Pat boy. Bad on the yacht. I'm tryna be off. I get you. Let's go. Be nigga like basketball. I'm on this jet, this a jelly roll. Yeah. Yeah. She like she gon' in the wall. She wanna, she gon' turn to my song. Yeah, I love bad. That love they so. Yeah, they confident in that's my type. Yes, come here. That's my type. I'm tryna. That's my type. That's my type. That's my type. Story. Bad. Everything I see it down. Everything I want is mine. Oh, yeah. I can't give up on the five. I can't give up on the guys. Pick stones, they survive. Oh, yeah. Everything I do, the vibe. Yes. Shout out to my brother Vine. Go out with him in the town. I can't give up on the five. Gotta help him make it out. Bad on the yacht. Yes. 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 Bad on the yacht. 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 Bad on the yacht.
You're listening to 5-Star Radio. 5 forever, where the music never stops.
Even though you pretend you don't. The music that has really moved you.
Four stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. Emmett Cash anytime you see me, you know. Orange Feet Records, play a duck to catch a duck, you know. Tricking, you know. Supercar driving, gush screen flying, designer wearing, golden child, you know. Wham. Let's go.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in wonderful Toronto. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Taking a look at Utah. The shot's good. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Raptors. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Now here's Barnes. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on him.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here's Ingram from the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher. It will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Barnes can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. And it's Bailey in the corner. Outside, George. And it's Bailey in the corner. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark. Kim 2 for 4.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Hey, that's fierce. Throwing it down over the larger defender.
George double teamed. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And Utah turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Barnes down low. Misses from short range.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And the Jazz, another 3.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
Here's Ingram. The rebound by the Jazz. Bailey with the ball. Picked up by Barrett.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
That's a 2 from Barnes. .141 left in the first quarter. And they get it back. Here's Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
To the inside. Barnes. Excellent D there from George.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Toronto trailing. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back over to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Quickly with a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunny.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Over to the left wing. Kessler wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gets it off. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kessler's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
Right wing. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. On the wing quickly. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the defense there. Not allowing the easy layup.
To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Quickly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's Dick on the wing. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Outside, George. Stolen by Quickly. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket.
Well, getting out in the open court there, and Ingram just finishes off the break.
Here's Filipowski. And once again, off the mark by Utah. For 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good, George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. And Barrett gets it to go.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Ingram.
There's Ingram using his length and just hammering it down.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Bailey. He has 6. And the shot goes in. Niang's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Barrett for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Over the years, we've seen Barrett expand his range.
Niang with the ball. Three-pointer. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Hayes set up others.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. The three from Barnes. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Utah out in front as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Stolen. To the left side wing. Here's Collier. Still without a basket. It's intercepted. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
The first trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Barnes looking around. Rebounded by the Jazz. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Closing in on the end of this long, long road trip, as that will be game 6 of 7 straight away. George way outside. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barnes with it. George picks him up. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Kevin, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Toronto leading by 3, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
And finished off by Bailey.
What determination from Bailey, not letting the D get to him.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's good. Quickly's got 5. Jazz trailed by 3. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the basket by Bailey. 12 points for him.
And what a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
Here's Barnes. Kessler with the rebound. And Utah has possession. It's a one-point game. To the wing right side. Inside. Here's Markkanen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's quickly missing. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
In the corner, Barrett with it. And the Raptors miss again. Utah leading by 3. To the paint. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Ingram wide open. Connects from three-point range. Ingram's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. Here's Collier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. It's Ingram on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your record.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
We need you right now.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Make
23 seconds left to play in the third. The tray. And it's Collier missing. Here's Shed. Still scoreless. Quickly. And it's good for 2. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Jazz lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Toronto trailing. And here is Quickly. Going inside. Pass to Shed. Now, here's Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Outside, Markkanen. throws it down.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Kessler. Markkanen in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Savvy move there by Markkanen, pulling out all the stops.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Utah Jazz?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Second free throw, no good. The Jazz with the lead. Now Bailey. Kessler the screen. Inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Good on the shot. Ingram's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
The three from George. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Ingram outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A 3 from Quickly.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that, it doesn't go down.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dick with the steal. Ingram rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
And Utah turns it over again.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like that for sure.
Here's Dick. Driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Ingram, a huge two-handed slam.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Bailey, he takes it in. Now George. Just 5 to shoot.
Oh, the dunk! Check out George showing up in the big moment, showing how ready he is to be that guy.
Barnes. Ingram. Oh, and it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Bailey. Puts up a 3. Hurdle there for the rebound. 1:12 left in the game. Now Barnes. And there's the dunk.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Here's Markkanen. The response. Slamming at home.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
That one misses. Kessler the screen. With the drive.
Monster bucket from Bailey. It's the rookie now stepping up.
Layup, no good. 7-second difference.
Baby, these hills